Welcome, software engineering students, to this explainer. If you've been doom scrolling tech blogs lately or just chatting with people in your CS department, you've probably felt that tight knot in your stomach. It's incredibly stressful, right? Dedicating years to a degree only to hear whispers that your job might just vanish before you even graduate? Well, today we're cutting through that noise. We're looking strictly at the source material to give you a much-needed, empowering reality check. You are absolutely not looking at the end of software engineering. What you're looking at is a massive, incredibly exciting paradigm shift. Okay, let's dive into this explainer. Here is our agenda. First, the 2027 unemployment myth. Second, automating the mechanical work. Third, the engineering calculator. Fourth, the AI-assisted engineer. And finally, 3 skills to master now. Section 1, the 2027 unemployment myth. Why every programmer will be unemployed by 2027. You've almost certainly seen variations of this exact headline floating around online. I mean, it's perfectly designed to grab your attention, spark panic, and get that click. And honestly, it works. When you're running on caffeine, pulling an all-nighter for a data structures exam, a headline like that feels absolutely devastating. But here's the thing. Our source material makes it abundantly clear that this just doesn't hold up. This whole premise relies on one massive stretch assumption, the idea that AI will completely replace human problem solving. And as we're going to see, that is just not what's happening out there in the real world. There's a fascinating line drawn in the sources here between purely mechanical work, which AI is absolutely taking over, and real programming. Because real programming, it isn't just mindlessly typing code into an editor. It's about deeply understanding messy, unpredictable, real-world business problems. So while it's totally true that we'll need fewer people to just do the raw mechanical typing, human problem-solving remains exactly that, human. Section 2, automating the mechanical work. Right now, AI is hyper-focused on automating the repetitive grind. We're talking boilerplate generation, debugging assistance, and writing documentation. And let's be real for a second, nobody, and I mean literally nobody, enjoys spending hours writing boilerplate framework just to get a project off the ground or losing their mind over a missing semicolon at 2 in the morning. Having a tool step in and do this heavy lifting is actually fantastic news. It basically strips all that tedious, highly repetitive work right off your plate so you can actually focus on the core logic of what you're building. But the source material points out a massive limitation here. AI severely lacks context, judgment, and accountability. Think about it. An AI has no idea why a business needs a specific feature to launch by Q3. It can't judge why picking one database over another might totally enrage the legal compliance team. And it absolutely cannot be held accountable if a critical financial system just crashes and burns on Black Friday. Context, judgment, and accountability. Those are the exact things that matter the absolute most on a real project. Section 3, the engineering calculator. This brings us to a core narrative shift from the sources, the calculator metaphor. It suggests that AI coding tools are to programmers what the calculator was to advanced mathematical engineers. Before electronic calculators, engineers spent exhausting hours doing manual arithmetic with slide rules and giant mountains of scratch paper. Then the calculator dropped and completely wiped out that manual math. But did it replace the engineer? No way. It freed them up to focus on advanced calculus, physics, and actually designing stable bridges that wouldn't collapse. AI is doing exactly the same thing today. It's taking over the arithmetic of boilerplate coding. So AI takes the manual arithmetic, and humans do the true engineering. Since the machine handles the mechanical typing, where does your value come from? If the AI is typing, what are they actually paying you for? Well, your value to a future employer is no longer tied to how fast you can bang out a basic web framework from memory. Your real value is in high-level engineering and applying solid judgment to complex problems. Section 4, the AI-assisted engineer. Let's map out how this actually evolves across 3 steps when you start applying for jobs. Step 1, low-skill or purely entry-level manual coding jobs will likely shrink simply because AI handles those basics now. Step 2, because of this, the productivity per individual developer skyrockets. You're going to be doing the work of 3 old-school programmers, which leads to Step 3. The traditional junior programmer role doesn't vanish. It evolves into an AI-assisted junior who can punch way above their weight class. The demand is going to explode for people who actually know how to wield AI effectively as a partner. So the crucial takeaway here is that the bar is rising and the job is changing. Forget the everyone is unemployed myth. This is a sobering, but honestly deeply empowering reality. The baseline for professional success in software engineering is just higher now. Yes, you're expected to do more and do it faster, but you also have the most powerful technological tools in human history backing you up to accomplish that.
Section 5. 3 skills to master now.
According to the source material, here are the 3 skills you need to master right now. Number 1, designing systems and architecture. You have to know how all the macro puzzle pieces fit together. Number 2, making trade-offs. You need human judgment to balance performance limits, budget costs, and tight security protocols, areas where AI completely lacks nuance. And number 3, communicating with stakeholders. AI can't sit in a boardroom and hash out project scopes with a non-technical marketing team. You have to pivot your studies and master these 3 specific areas today. And why are these specific skills absolutely crucial? Because mastering them lets you tackle the hardest part of the entire job, maintaining and evolving complex software systems over time. Look, throwing together a quick, disposable app from scratch is one thing, but navigating deep technical debt, maintaining a messy 10-year-old legacy codebase, and adapting it to shifting company needs without breaking the whole shebang, that requires immense human architectural oversight. AI just cannot do that alone. It requires an actual engineer. I want to leave you with a provocative question based on all this. AI will write the code, but who will design the future? Are you ready to be an engineer or just a typist? These tools are evolving incredibly fast, and so must you. Keep your eyes on the big picture. Start building those high-level engineering skills today, and you are going to be more than fine. Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer, and keep learning.